What up, Twitch? It's your boy PU2 coming at you on a Monday night. Excited to play some more Dungeons and Dragons with my buddies, the PU2 Cru. PU2 Cru, how are we? Say hey to the chat.
Hello, chat.
Hello, chat.
What up?
Chat.
I feel like I have one too few windows open.
Oh, well, get your windows situated.
But I don't know what I need.
I got all these windows open.
Window world.
Sounds hot.
Yeah. So welcome, folks. We play Dungeons and Dragons on Monday nights here on our stream. I am PU2 The theme of this channel is playing games with friends. We do a lot of tabletop. We do some games with video games, but it's all with friends and good fun. So that's what we're going to be playing tonight is a little Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be specifically diving into our campaign that we started a minute ago called Piece of 8. I am a big fan of the One Piece anime, the beloved anime One Piece. I am currently all the way caught up on 1141 or 42. We're on 41 that just finished. So I have watched through the whole anime and keeping up with it coming out now, and I've really liked it. So this is a kind of homebrew that's inspired on the anime. So that kind of birthed this campaign idea, and we've had our players. We've recently been doing a lot of dives into their backstories, but now we're getting back on the road to the main campaign and get a little bit more forward momentum on that to get us back to where we were. So before we do that, just make sure to find us here on Twitch. If you haven't dropped us a follow, please do. I'll remind those that are listening that you can use your Amazon Prime subscription for a free subscribe once a month. So throw that my way if you don't mind. I've got kids to feed and all. And you can also find us on all the social medias. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on X. You can find us on Insta and Facebook. We're on all those places. We also have a Patreon and a very fun Discord that's featured off to my left here. And that Discord is free for you to join and interact with. The link to that is on our Twitch page. So that's a little bit about me. We're going to be diving and trying to restart this campaign that's been cold, been in the fridge for a while. We got to warm it up. Got to get it rolling. Got to get it moving. But first, we're going to go around the table and say hey to our folks. I think we lost Alex into the eternal void.
Yes.
No, I'm back.
Oh, he's back!
We decided we did a
Nani?
quick
There
reboot
he is.
as a surprise, which was fun, and I'm back.
He's back from outer space. All right, Alex, tell us about how was your weekend? How's your week going?
It was good. Had a fantastic weekend. I got to hang out with Kate a good bit, so that was nice. The state fair is in town this week, so we went to that, and I ate a lot of super unhealthy food, and I'm excited to see what my cholesterol level is. So That's all I'm doing, man. It's great. Life is good.
That in itself is its own state fair game. Guessing your cholesterol number.
That's like part of it.
Nice. Alex, what do you play in this campaign? Tell us a little bit about your character, or what you remember.
That's just I'm gonna do my best. So I know I'm playing a character named Gornick, who is a bugbear, which I absolutely love getting to play bugbear. So, in terms of his backstory, I am super fuzzy. I apologize.
It's cool.
Yeah, we heard you're a bugbear, but what else about him?
But
He's
all you need to know.
He's super fuzzy. Yeah.
He's super fuzzy.
He's super
He's a good guy.
That's right. What class are you, Alex? What is Gornick's class?
Barbarian.
And all these fun players had the opportunity to partake in some devil fruit, and they all did. So do you remember yours, Alex?
Yes, got the power of telekinesis.
Nice.
Which I promptly used to harass our reluctant captive that we took with us.
Nice.
You mean our friend and / pet?
Slash combo.
Your house cat you've kept around. Very cool. Well, thank you, Alex. P.S. Zombie, how was your weekend? How's your week been?
Pretty good. My mom was out of town, so I was babysitting all of the younger siblings this weekend, but it went pretty smooth, so can't complain. But other than that, pretty chill. Just played some Vidya.
But yeah.
Hung out. Watched a weird anime movie.
What was that one?
It was called Belle. It was kind of like Beauty and the Beast, but it was in a VR game. And yeah, I mean, it's anime.
I'm already confused.
Yeah, I could describe the whole
supposed to be.
plot, but that would take literally the rest of the night. Like, it was so complicated. Like,
Cool.
as I described it, Beauty and the Beast in a VR game is accurate. The ending of the movie was a girl saving these brothers from their dad who was abusing them in real life. So I was like, how did we get there? Watch and find out. But if you want to watch a weird movie, you should watch Belle. It's an anime film named Belle with an E on it.
Watch Belle. Watch it get weird.
Check that one out.
All right. And what are you playing in this campaign, BS Zombie?
I am playing Garza. He's a monk from the Dragon Turtle School. And he's a very enthusiastic young lad, eager to be a pirate, eager to swap the deck. And I ate me a little fire devil fruit to give me some firepower.
Very nice.
That's right. Ready to prove our crew the greatest in the world.
In the world. In the pirate world. All right. Thank you for that. All right. What about you, climate change? How was your
Well,
weekend? How was your week?
the weekend was good. I did some fun yard work and did get pulled into the office for an emergency day of design because we got a bunch of proposals dropped on us at the last minute, as schools do towards the end of the year. Because everybody waits till the end of the year to get everything done. And then I played a little Realm World. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. It's a fun game.
You've been playing that for a minute, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
I've got the Steam Deck.
Cool.
So-
That's so cool.
It's great
I would,
for working and playing video games at the same time.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. I should have just rolled up on you so I could admire it. I was in I was in your neck of the woods, I should say, earlier today, so I should have just come over.
Oh, wow, really?
Just to admire it.
Yeah.
I was a town over in, starts with the M. Doing a tour of
Molten?
No, Madison.
Okay.
Doing a tour of a factory, so that was fun. So that was my day. My day was a little wild. A deer.
Oh, yeah, I play a Chibi, Harada, the Ranger,
Okay, yep, go for
Squid
it.
Man. What?
Ranger Squidman.
What did you do this weekend, Poo2?
I'll tell you what I did. I did the same thing as PS Zombie, just at my house. And what was interesting is, like, our separate households are fine. Like, we thought there would be a big, change if like his mother was out, my missus was out. But they were the household stayed copacetic until we commingled them, and then they like activated one another's like alert modes, and so that was fun. So we kind of had to keep our separate stuff, and then my parents came in town to visit, so it was good to see them. So shout out to PU2 mom and dad there. They were in town for a bit. Today was wild at work, so I'm really happy to be with you guys because need to blow off some steam and get back on this campaign we've been doing. So you all sent me your emails, and as we kind of work through tonight, I will get a chance to send you a summary. But I had our lovely ChatGPT, shout out to the AI world, do some summaries for us of the different transcripts of our campaign to kind of help us stay up to date. But for you viewers that are hopping on either for the first time or if you have been with us, we have been exploring everybody's backstory. So we did Garza one week, we did Gornick one week, we did Orthos one week, and we did Ichibi a couple weeks. So those have been all side stories that we've kind of explored to get everybody's background character established, but now we're trying to restart back on the campaign. So I think I want to do this. I think I want to play a little music to assist, get me in the mood. Gotta get in the mood of storytelling to kind of get you guys up to snuff. I will also... I'm also going to use the notes that I have that the good old AI ChatGPT did to help us a little bit with getting an overview of the setting of the story. For you all that are joining us, this campaign Piece of 8 is just like, is inspired by the anime One Piece, which is it follows the chronicles here in our homebrew of a captain named Tamarian D. Kite and his quest for being number one. You all players know that you are forming together under that captain, and you are the Kite Pirates, and you are now trying to work your way up to prominence in this world. This world has 100 ranked pirates. If you remember, we had a list. You still should have access to view it on Roll20 of 100 ranked pirate groups, and you have yet to put yourself on that list, but you hope to, and then work your way up. You all have all had a chance to partake in Devil Fruits. For those of you that are not familiar, that are viewing us, we have Devil Fruits give the characters in the One Piece anime boons. We have a similar mechanic here in this homebrew campaign, and all of the players got a chance to partake in a Devil Fruit that kind of was a boon to their character sheet. But the only disadvantage was they had to get the Curse of the Sea. So anything related to the sea can weaken their powers and them themselves if they were to, come into contact with anything, either water itself or made from water materials, like the salt from the sea, for example. So it's a blessing and a curse, as they say. So that is a little bit about the design. I will open up the world overview, and then I'll play some music to kind of get us caught up on where we are. About 100 years ago, there was an incident known as a cataclysmic event known as the Great Wake. That was a big flooding of this world that created thousands of islands scattered on a vast sea. And that created the setting of a pirate age to happen, where there was endless sea and piracy thrives. A pirate by the name of Jolly D. Roger became the first Buccaneer King, and he rose to prominence about 50 years ago. His treasure inspired the pirate ranking system. I mentioned that earlier. 100 ranked pirate groups that compete for fame, power, and the crown. Above that 100 ranked group is a three-way tie of pirates that have never been able to break the three-way tie, and that is the Overlords of the Sea. There are 3 of those that run the seas of this world. There is also a world government that is connected among all these islands, known as the Tidal Watch. It's a collection of all the governments that were pieced together post the Great Wake. And then there is a military arm, a kind of police force that assists the law and order of this world, known as the Minuteman Militia. So that is kind of the setting that you all had going in. You also know that there are 4 different quadrants of this world. So vast sea with thousands of islands. So the way we navigate, the way we understand this world is by having geographical regions, and there's 4 of those. There is the Star Islands, there is the Cloud Islands, there's the Moon Islands, and there's the Sun Islands, all with their own geography, all with their own weather patterns, all with their own unique features. So you all are right now in the Sun? I think Sun. Let me see what I said. I'm going to just throw the overworld map on for the viewers. Oh, you guys are in Moon. That's right. So let me pull that up for you all to reference, just as a little reminder, and for you, Twitch, to be a little bit more familiar with. So let me zoom out so that we can see it on the stream. So you can see there we've got the Sun Islands, Moon Islands, Star Islands, Cloud Islands. And you all are surfing around in the Moon Islands quadrant.
Cool.
So, that has been your setting. Let me play some music. There we go. Okay. You all started your journey by forming up with your captain in Arc Navaline, a busy port town where you got a ship. And that was your ship that you have been in since. You got to travel away after getting your devil fruit powers to other islands along your journey. You stopped at a local jungle island where you were able to get a compass device. And that compass device should be in your inventory.
Yeah, I think maybe.
You got you should have a copy of it, yeah? So the ship you got was called the Fair Winds. You named it affectionately the Fair Winds. Make sure you have access to that sheet that has your HP. It's also got some mechanics of how many people you can have and how much storage space you have on your ship. You've been piloting that through the seas and going to various different islands. After you left the port town of Arc Navaline and your shipwright made your ship for you, you went to a jungle. There you solved a maze, fought a lion, and ended up getting a compass that allows you to circumvent or self-navigate this world with a little issue. And I've got it somewhere. I can't find where that is. You also captured a goblin, and you force-fed it a devil fruit. That devil fruit was the form of a displacer beast. So you made a individual have features of a displacer beast, and you affectionately called that individual Hissy. He has now reluctantly joined your crew and has been following you ever since. You left the jungle island after getting the compass direction to assist your travels, and you went to the island of Mizpah, and that's where we are now.
You make it sound so much worse than it is.
Okay.
It is exactly.
He's our
I
friend.
feel like we called somebody the Grizzler, though, or
He's from your backstory.
That's for your backstory.
That's Chisler.
Shit,
I mean,
okay.
we can only
Never mind.
pray that we
Cheers.
encounter him again.
You can come back. No,
Okay.
what we did to Hissy is just as bad as I remember. That was that brings back some good memories.
Okay, you
Look
guys.
at this very topical Discord post here.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I've been staring at that image like I'm waiting to make a meme out of this, and I didn't know when I was going to.
He's been waiting for his moment.
How can I
It's like,
insert
this is a
Taylor
good-
Swift on the stream?
Like, this is good as
Great.
any.
That's great.
That moment is finally here.
Shout out to the new couple, Mazel Tov, and their engagement. It's called the Compiece. That's the device I was thinking of. Compiece. I remember I had a fun name for it.
Yeah, I don't have a handout, but I feel like did we give it to Ichibi? Do you have that in
have-
your inventory?
A fair winds in my
there it is.
a compiece.
Yep. It's silver. So there were
Also-
certain levels of that.
That's sort of a different way of saying compass.
Stop. Let the viewers
giving away
find
all
that
the secrets.
themselves.
Okay, I see it now. Yeah,
Dude, nobody would have got it. Are you kidding me?
I
you
get
ruined it.
What?
It's cool.
Now I gotta stay up night writing something
So I
else.
have it. One of my tentacles has it.
That's right.
Let me rephrase.
So you also have Orthos, and for those viewers that are joining us, there's another player in this group who's not been able to play with us as of late, but he will be. And tonight we're going to kind of move the story along in anticipation for him to join us. So shout out to him. Shout out to Orthos. And we hope MK Spectre you can join us soon. So we're just going to move the story along. It's looking good for him being back with us in a future session, though. So I wanted to kind of shake the dust off this session, get you guys back in the saddle, and go from there. So that's the overview of where we've been. Let's talk about this area you are now. You've showed up at the island of Mizpah. Let me give you a little rundown of that. Mizpah is a refugee for those that are accidentally involved in deaths. So those that don't have a lot of status, those that have a lot of poverty, and those are in rural areas may not get protection. They don't get protections in this world, and particularly if you're got involved with the justice system, you would need some sort of refugee because you wouldn't be properly defended or properly judged. So the government kind of turns a blind eye to certain islands that are dotted in the different quadrants that are these refugee islands, basically a way for those that the government really doesn't care about, the lowly and the oppressed and the low in poverty, to run away in the event of something that they think they may get justice for. For example, if you did an accidental workplace accident and somebody got murdered because of it, and you're facing that charge, if you're low enough class, this is kind of like a place you can kind of run away. If the military finds you, then you may have to deal with that. But this is kind of an area where the government doesn't really care if you're over there or not. So it's kind of it's a really low poverty island. You guys when you went there, you stayed at a hostel that night. Like, there's not a lot of resources at this place, but people are here trying to get by and move on with their lives. So they have all been involved. All these residents have been involved in some form of fashion with some crime that caused some death of some kind. So that's where you ended up, was the island of Mizpah. So let me flip to that map. For you all to see. And while we're on the map, I saw Tiny was on there, so if you could, Garza, swap out your character token.
I think this is the wrong map. I think this was the map of Ichibi's hometown, unless they were the same map.
No, they're not.
This is that island that we went to that doesn't have like a government or something.
Yeah, this is the one we're talking about, Mizpah. Yep. Doesn't have a formal. Yep. And so this is your island. So
yeah.
Achibi's there. Garza, can you get your character on there?
It's pretty good master plan they got. Nice grid going on for no government.
That's right.
Yeah. Supposed to be some forward-thinking people.
It just shows you that anarchy works. We don't need the ruling class.
That's right.
We can make our houses on a grid system all by ourselves.
Yeah.
I put Hissy off to the side. We'll say that's your boat over there. He stayed behind.
Our good friend Hissy.
And then let's see if I can get the captain over there as well. I will put Gornick. Gornick, you got a ability to get yourself on the map, bud? Alex?
I don't think he's ever had that ability.
Oh.
Sorry, I forgot how to mute myself. No, I'm on Safari, so it's not going to let me do it.
Okay, I'll put you
It's
on
my
there.
fault. I'm sorry. Thank you.
So Orthos is with you all. So, when you arrived at the island, you went to the local watering hole. It was towards the evening, and your captain and Hissy stayed behind on the boat, so that's why I've got them off to the side in that boat. You all went to the local watering hole in the evening, got yourself a drink, and hung out with the local the local townsfolk. You got to see several people that were in the bar that night. You got to see Ezra Ironwood. He was a skilled blacksmith, tall guy that was in there drinking at the bar. There was a barkeep that was serving everyone. There was a very charismatic individual known as Micaiah Stone that was kind of regaling the bar with stories. And then you saw a little bit of a confrontation. You saw what looked like to be a very stoic, soldier-like individual. You didn't catch his name, but he got in an argument with what looked like to be a artist. This artist was short in stature. She was kind of very meek and quiet, and she was giggling at the painting that she presented to the soldier. The soldier got really mad and left the bar, and that kind of killed the mood a little bit that evening. Then you guys got back to it. You met Abigail Thornfield, which was a farmer in the area. She was a farmer on the island. And you also met the town healer that seemed very kind and generous, named Leah Shepherd. So those are some of the folks that you met. You went to your hostel. It was a very bare bones. You slept on the floor. It was not a fancy facility at all. But you were woken up to screams. You ran outside and you saw a murder. And so that's what kind of triggered your flashbacks. That was what shook a lot of you all to witness this murder. So you all flash back to those stories in your backstory, and we visited all those. And you all seem to kind of come to now, with the exception of Orthos, who just kind of seems lost in thought. But you all are staring now at a bloody, gruesome scene of a murdered blacksmith. The tall Ezra Ironwood that you saw is laying dead in front of his shop. And kneeling down to him is the healer Leah Shepherd. She is trying to heal this, but she's confirming to all the residents that have sort of gathered in the streets and onlookers that Ezra is in fact dead. Some people are gasping, some people are crying, some people are getting angry. Everybody's wondering who did it. So that is what you were staring at, and that is where we are now. Any questions on that for the players before we get into it?
Sounds pretty good.
What happened in the past 5 minutes?
I recap
To our
story. Oh, you talking about in game?
Yeah.
You ran out. You were asleep,
Okay.
and you were woke out of a deep sleep by pounds screaming and hubbub, and you ran out, and you saw this.
Okay.
But you
I'll
have
just put
fully
it-
rested, so if your character sheets have any sort of HP loss or anything like that, I want you to fill that all back up because you've done a long rest
The maximum.
to the max.
It's gonna be okay.
I'll point at the doctor crouched over him and go, "Hey, she just killed that guy."
No, it wasn't me. I'm trying to assist, but somebody's murdered our friend. Kind of desperation voice.
Why did this happen?
Who saw this happen?
I did as well. A bunch of the locals start chiming in that they had all. You can't piece it together. People are still kind of in hysterics, but several people claim to be the first on the scene. And there's a little infighting of who was the first one to report it to the others. So you kind of can't disseminate that at this very moment.
Gotcha.
At this point, Leah Shepherd, she's the local healer, very kind individual. It's kind of got a hippie look about her. She's a half elf with very long braided hair. Takes a sheet, puts it over Ezra, and sort of says some silent prayer to herself.
I'll say, hang on, let me take a look at that body. I'm going to see if his chakra tells me anything. And I'm going to, with no knowledge of what I'm doing, try to examine this body.
Okay.
And see if I can tell what happened to it.
She requests that you examine it in the shop a little bit more because he's kind of laying out with blood on the streets. So she agrees to you inspecting, but asks that your compatriots, and kind of points to Ichibi, Orthos, and Gornik, assist in carrying this man because he's very large. I'm talking 6'7", very big human male, and asks for you all to kind of move him into the shop so it's not as open and out in the streets.
We can help. I don't normally move the bodies.
Wait, I can help. I can just lift the body with my mind.
Ooh.
Have you shown that power off to your crew before?
Yes, because I used it to pick up Hissy and threaten him by holding him over the water.
That's
while
right.
on the boat. Yeah, so they've
That's right.
Like all of
But the
us, he's
village-
already used his power to torture Hissy.
Of course. Somewhere Hissy is just independently being like, I hate these guys.
I hate him.
conscripted against my will.
Do you remember if, like, I hid my appearance or anything before coming onto this island?
I
Or,
believe you did, but
yeah, can we just say I've got, like, a big cloak and a hood on or something so that people don't see a octopus man?
yes.
Okay. But I guess they do see a levitating dead body in a sheet.
Yeah, you're freaking the flip out on some of these folks are just like,
I'll just walk under the body and pretend to be holding it up, like, wow, he's really heavy. Like, just so it doesn't get more.
all right. You levitate the body successfully. Leah Shepherd stays with you, pulls her sheet back, and says to you, Garza, "You're welcome to look it over, but are you like are you a doctor, or are you who
What's
are
a
you?"
doctor?
Oh,
And then I'll just start looking.
cool. What kind of check you want to do? Perception if you're looking, investigation, medical. Just tell me what you think you would do and do the check.
I guess I'm gonna try medicine and just see what happened to the body.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of like look it over from each angle, and then like put my ear up to his rib cage and like punch his side, like listening for the resonance.
Let's see that roll.
I think I clicked it.
Did you?
There it is.
Oh,
It was taking forever.
can't tell much. He's dead. Definitely by a weapon. Can't tell what weapon. But there seems to be like blunt force / cutting. So you kind of can't tell if it's a sword or if it's a blunt instrument. The wounds kind of look inconsistent to you.
Is there like blood, like fresh blood everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we're assuming the murderer took the weapon with them, right? We don't see that.
You can welcome to look around.
Ooh.
Oh.
Take a
All
look
right,
at it on my
Gornik.
turn.
In the meantime, I'll turn to the crew and say, I can't tell how she killed him.
Guys, this guy's 100% for sure dead.
Looks like they hit him with something.
Okay, if you want to roll perception, you can, Alex.
Ooh.
You can do it.
Alright, I'm looking for the weapon mostly, but just trying to get an idea of the whole scene, what I can figure out. Alright.
You guys see any animals around?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Dang.
Oh.
I mean, of course, I'm very insightful.
All right, here's what you see, Alex. Or should I say Gornick? You see there is no weapon present in the shop. Although a blacksmith would have access to a lot of weapons. But you don't see any like blood residue or anything that was used to kill this guy. You start to rummage around, and you come across two things. One is a smashed painting. It is of a blacksmith dropping one of those like hot anvils. Like it looks like there is an anvil that is coming out of the fire oven, whatever you call it, the whatchamacallit thing where they heat the metal. And
Forge,
there you go. And it looks like that the blacksmith is holding up that hot iron from the forge, and the tongs that he's holding it up are broken in half, and this painting shows Ezra with sort of this panicked face as the hot iron falls down. And since you have such good perception, you see that in the smashed painting there seems to be another figure that's been ripped out of the painting of pieces of what looks like another individual there that would be underneath it. So imagine, if you will, person is getting hot iron out of an oven, holding it up, it breaks, and that piece falls towards another individual that you can't identify. So this looks like some sort of a painting of an accident. And so that's what you see.
This means nothing.
That's right. So that painting, though, is completely smashed and ripped. So you find the different pieces and you kind of like put them together, and then the whole frame's just busted out. So it looks like there was a picture here, and then somebody rage destroyed the picture. So that's the one thing you see. The other thing you see are some letters that are out on a workspace in his shop. His shop's very small. Again, very low-income area, low-income village. So there is just racks for some iron to go and a little small forge. Nothing much here. But he does have this little simple desk with a writing pen and some letters out on the table. So
I think you're going to immediately, guys, come take a look at this painting.
whoa, you just did that?
Yeah, like 2 seconds ago.
Oh, wow. So talented.
it's also like a performative piece because he tore it apart too. Pretty
I
avant-garde.
suppose.
You said there's a second. You said there's a second person in the picture.
yeah, but it's been ripped.
Do we
out.
know who that is? Can we tell?
Mm-mm.
It's
Cannot.
been removed.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder who was here.
Clearly somebody didn't want us to see this.
And this is in the building that we've just pulled the guy into?
Yes, his shop. The blacksmith died, was murdered.
Yeah.
You pulled him back into his shop to inspect him. There are some letters on his desk with a writing pen and a smashed
Chibi
painting.
would probably go look at the writing on, and the letters too.
Okay.
That's-
Definitely open the letters.
See,
Our old arch nemesis, knowing how to read.
Yeah, I was going to say the written word.
oh yeah, gosh.
It's technically
We
mail
established early in the campaign not a single person on the crew can read. But Hissy can.
Yeah. Oh, is Hissy around?
You can go get him from the boat if you want.
I think
float him over here.
maybe Ichibi would walk out and just be like, "What do you think this says?" And he'd hand it to the medical person that was looking at the body, or the sheriff or whoever, whatever.
She is very confused why you're saying what you think this says or whatever, and then she like looks at it, and her eyes kind of get big, and she's like, "Wow, these are apology letters to, looks like a former coworker." I don't know if we should be reading these. These seem very private. She kind of glances and she said, "Yeah, there's some big feelings large feelings that Mr. Ironwood was working through here in these letters." And she kind of folds them back up and kind of winces and says, "We probably should put these back where they belong," and put some back on the writing desk.
Of course. I just, I agree. I think that's what it said also, and I'll put it back.
Yeah, I would.
I
wouldn't try to remember what you just read.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure somebody, from the village who knew about this man kind of saw this, and
I know, maybe we could deliver these letters to the person he was apologizing to, which was... We can all say it at once if you want. 3, 2, 1.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that what you heard too, ma'am? Charles? Charlie?
Jimothy.
Timothy.
It was like Timothy, but with a J.
Timmy.
Wow, not being able to read is really tough when you're an
You can
investigator.
retcon that if you want, because
Can
you're
we
supposed to be like
just-
a smart character. So your dad was like an inventor. It's kind of weird that you can't read.
You all put that restriction self-imposed. You know that,
The
right?
thing
Like you
is
self-imposed that
I
restriction.
Can read.
Like, this would
I
be
just
fun.
couldn't read common. I could only read the sky, what I learned in the Sky Islands, I guess.
He only reads binary.
Yeah, only read strings of code.
That's it.
No, I can read. All right, let's just say I can read. Okay.
Retcon.
The devil
Retcon.
fruit,
Fix this real quick.
it changed me in multiple ways.
That's right. It evolved your brain.
Like,
I can read now.
there are brains in the tentacles of squids. I don't know if you guys realize that. They have 8 separate brains. So maybe
And
that.
they each speak.
Sounds very parasitic.
Hmm.
That the
Yeah.
kind of relationship you got there with your tentacles?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
They're on my face. Okay. Well, we didn't learn much other than he was feeling bad and then he died. So maybe he did something. And somebody...
It's definitely letters, since you can read, and I'll let you retcon that. You definitely can tell that it's letters to a former coworker. It's a little bit of his backstory that's revealed. There's a horrible sort of workplace accident, and you all know this because freaking Alex had such a good perception check. But basically, the letter details that there was an accident with a fellow coworker, and him having to leave, but he regrets how that went down and the accident that happened, and he kind of blames himself, right? Like, I should have trained more. I should have. There was ways to prevent this from happening. I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't mean for this individual to get hurt. So he talks about somebody else in the letter. The letter talks about an ironclad. Is his last name, and then he just does the first initial when he references that individual, and that first initial is an F. So you know something about F Ironclad, and that's kind of this individual that I guess that the letter tells of an apology for the accident happening, and the result of that individual getting hurt. So,
My friends, I'm going to transcribe this letter
Mm-hmm.
because I can also write, and I'm going to
whoa,
Where
whoa.
is this?
save it
All
in
right,
my
There's a
backpack
limit to
here
what
for.
you can retcon.
That's what this tentacle does over here, and so we can, if we ever need to hand this off to F Ironclad, if we ever find this person, or I could just steal it.
The letter talks about, to be clear, the letter talks about F Ironclad being killed because of the accident. So, just wanted to make sure you all understood that. And then I think that's all I'm divulging for you guys with the 22. I don't know about you. Chibi realizing he could read. It's great.
Yeah, a lot of profound changes
That's it.
here recently. Some good, some bad. Well, you two had some pretty nice, obvious, clean things to investigate. Ichibi is at the end of his idea chain, so maybe he'll go consult with the locals, see if anybody saw anything.
Okay. What are you guys gonna do? You do this as a group, or
You guys got any other ideas?
Yeah, we'll come along.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta
Anybody
find-
knows anything.
Orthos?
We gotta
agrees
find the
as
person
well.
in this picture.
We gotta find the rest of this picture.
I guess. Yeah, I'll gather up like the tatters of this picture, so that I guess we could show people. Be like, have you seen this person? And just point to a hole in like a poster.
I mean, is it like they cut a hole out of the painting where the person used to be, or they like painted over it with black paint or something?
I would say that, and again, this is because of Alex roll. I will say that the destruction of the painting caused that individual to be out of there.
Okay.
So it's like somebody destroyed the painting. There's remains of it by ripping the painting up, and then that,
Like a Beauty and the Beast.
yeah. But that piece. Is
It
just
wasn't
missing.
like, oh, we don't like this particular person.
Right.
In the
It
piece.
doesn't
was just
look like
oh.
censorship. It looks like
Okay.
destruction.
Well, I would like to ask some people in the crowd if they've ever seen this painting before.
Okay. You leave the
You just
shop.
hold it
or-
up.
Okay.
I'll hold up the tatters. Be like, this is very important. Have any of you ever seen this prior to its destruction? Kind of holds it up.
Let's do some sort of check for that. I don't even know what to suggest. Maybe performance, if you're like trying to like drum up the crowd to like engage with you on this. You could persuade the crowd to give you the answer. Okay, they're very confused. What's a painting?
Okay.
Is that what killed him? A piece
Well,
of
what
paper?
do you think happened? Anybody? Did you see anything, sir?
So you go in there. Maybe you
Yeah.
did something. He didn't die till you guys showed up.
God
Are
is
you
there.
sure about that? That's what we're trying to figure out.
Time of death has not been established.
Yeah, we don't know when this happened. Exactly.
Yeah, because I found it first. I knew exactly what happened. No, you didn't. I found it first. No, I fed first, and you guys are stupid. So they're just infighting.
Okay. Okay, well, the chibi would definitely take note of the first person that said they were the first person to see the dead body. Goodness. Do you know anyone that would have any grievances against this blacksmith?
You can speak it into the crowd, or next to you is the healer lady I referenced.
Yeah, I'll ask her. That's
okay.
good. I don't know why I'm suddenly going into investigator mode.
Nice.
I'm assuming that's what.
We gotta solve this mystery.
It should
Yeah.
be Phoenix Wright over here. We've got Leah Shepherd, the healer that you all have now interacted a little bit with. You, half elf, long haired, braids, kind of hippie looking. She says, "You all are new to this island. A lot of us don't like to be in one another's personal affairs. It's kind of understood that when you come here, that you don't really want to be bothered, and so we don't really share. And so I don't know what that is." And she points to the destroying painting. And I really don't know if he had any enemies. I suppose all of us have a little something because we're here. You know, none of this place is any of our actual homes. This is just where we have to go to live now. She kind of like is talking as she's like dusting herself off from and cleaning her hands from having to inspect Ezra. Ironwood. But I can tell you one thing. Murders don't usually happen here. They usually happen to send us here. They don't usually happen on this island. So this is troubling. She just kind of looks very sorrowful and just kind of looks longingly off into the distance, kind of disjointed, disassociated with this moment a little bit. You hear the crowd kind of going back and forth a little bit more, being a little bit more rowdy. Orthos gets up and leaves you all and walks out there and kind of like tries to calm him down and shuts the door behind him. He tells you guys, "I got it." Goes out there.
You know, this might be a chance to raise the profile of the Kite Pirates. If we solve the murder on this island, everyone will know that when we're around, nothing happens without our say-so. Don't worry, guys. I got this. I'm gonna go step outside as well.
Okay.
Are these are just like single-story huts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb on the roof
Okay.
and kind of stand up there.
They are
And
they are old.
yeah.
They are old. The shoddy construction. So give me some sort of ability check or something to get up there without hurting yourself or the infrastructure.
Yeah, maybe some acrobatics.
Yeah. All right. Let's say you scurry on up.
And then I'll just shout to the crowd. Listen up. The investigation into this murder is being led by the Kite Pirates. Anyone who impedes our investigation will be seen as culpable to murder. If you have any information, you come to us. As the strongest ones around here, we will take the responsibility of punishing these foul fiends. All you have to do in exchange is let everyone you know that the Kite Pirates are the strongest pirates in the Moon Islands. Thank you for your time. And I'll hop down.
Do a perception check right before you hop down.
My internet is goofy.
All right, you don't see anything,
Mm-hmm.
but you feel like your captain heard you.
Ah. Captain Senpai.
The senpai. That's right. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so I don't really have anything to go off of.
You can ask around.
Yeah, I'll just start randomly grabbing people from the crowd because I don't think Garza has a better idea than that. Be like, what do you know about this murder?
What murder?
Keep in mind, if you don't tell me anything, I'll consider you're the one who did it.
I think Gornick will go with, like, kind of follow, because he can use his telekinesis to help him hold folks.
That's
Just grabbing random people out of the crowd.
Illegally detained people is so much easier when you have
Yeah,
telekinesis.
it's so much smoother.
Doesn't hit him with a bag of orange. Doesn't leave loose.
Hit him in the bag of sweet Blancy oranges.
Get away from me, you dead crooner!
Won't leave a bruise. It'll show him who's boss. That doesn't sound right.
Sweet Blancy.
Good old Family Guy.
The chibi goes also.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
you're
want to interrogate innocent civilians
you're just
aggressively.
gonna hostily interrogate. Okay. So this sounds like an intimidation of some kind.
Yeah, you could say that.
So I'm gonna say it's an intimidation, but I'm gonna warn you, it's gonna be pretty high because the
Okay.
crowd is getting pretty resistant and worked up right now.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, they are not feeling
I'm
it.
mid-rolling.
They're starting to get very rambunctious.
Not bad.
They are teetering on riot level disturbances because they feel that like one local says, this didn't happen till you showed up and you're going around accusing us. Get off our island. You're causing more trouble than it's worth. Leave. And so you're starting to get a lot of people be like, don't touch me. And I saw them go into the room and kill him last night. I think it's them. You know, so you're just getting a lot of resistance from the crowd. And I at this point I would say too that the noise is getting so rambunctious outside that Leah Shepherd, the town healer that you were talking to in the shop, has now like beckoned you over to her and is like trying to get you to stop, but waving her arms and trying to tell you to come over to where she is and kind of waving her arms.
Yeah, I walk
chibi
over to her.
Definitely goes over.
I'll be like, whew, investigating is not easy. Are you sure you didn't do it?
I think you're really working up the crowd, and what you're doing is not working. It's just making things worse.
Well, one of them's a murderer.
I'm sure.
Gornick is like, what, they don't like it when I do this? And just sort of randomly pluck another one out of the crowd.
I don't like that at all. Stop it.
I just shouted her, impeding investigation, report to headquarters.
What? There is no headquarters here.
Report to headquarters.
I don't know what you're saying. That's great.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Doctor lady was saying.
So she's trying to get you guys to cease and desist. Is that the right word? Cease and desist.
Aren't you worried this person will kill again?
Yes, I'm sure, but this is not the way you do it. These people are not used to murders happening on this island. I'll remind you, we all have pasts. Every single one of us. And she gestures to the crowd. But we've never had our safety affected on this island. This is a big shakeup, and tensions are high. And she's kind of starts getting worked up herself, and she's trying not to. So you see, really, there's a lot of like trying to deep breathe and stuff that she's doing. But we just haven't had this ever happen here before. She holds back some tears a little bit. And people are nervous. And I just think that you might, if you're some sort of investigators, she points to you, Garza, you said you're part of some pirate crew. I don't really know why you're here, but if you're trying to help us out, I would suggest being a little bit more tactful. And then she like musters herself up, collects herself, and then like starts walking away and back towards another end of town, closer to where you all were last night at the bar and what you presume to be her residence, because she kind of goes towards this house that's got some ferns and herbs and vines on it, so it looks very much like a hippie place, and you just assume that's probably where she lives.
Is there any way I could, I'd look at these herbs, see if they're poison?
At her house?
Yeah.
Sure. Are you doing
just
that
to make sure she's on the up and up,
Are you doing that secretly, or are you just like doing it? Like, how are you doing it?
Sort of like a ranger, like got my hood up and sneaking through the streets after her.
That sounds more like a rogue, but
yeah.
Streets ahead.
Streets ahead.
I've always thought of rangers as sneaky people.
Yeah.
But
Aragorn smoking a pipe.
Yeah.
That's
the vibe. Except as soon as that pipe lights up, you see this strange wiggly mass of tentacles instead of a human face. I don't know. Or I'm up for whatever you guys, if you got any other ideas.
So I'll let you do a nature check on the plants around her house if you want. I could do you. That would be the only way you could determine probably what origin they are. They're all healing herbs. Everything that she's got around her property are healing herbs. Would you say you're going to do that check? Let me kind of retcon that roll a little bit. Are you doing these checks in secret, or are you just going about it normally?
I mean, I'm just walking down the street looking at the herbs next to the house.
Okay. So nonchalant.
Yes, nonchalant, but sort of leaving the scene of the crime, I guess. So I guess people would still notice me leaving the scene, but
He's leaving the scene of the crime! That's a murderer!
No, I'll take care of this.
no,
Pick her
it's
up.
fine.
Quit! Put me down!
Who said that?
Just move her to the very back of the crowd.
Yeah, that's just great! Now gotta wait a whole fortnight to get to the front!
I'm just yelling,
Headquarters,
headquarters for all of you, headquarters,
What does this mean?
headquarters.
This has completely devolved.
Every time I shout it, I point in a different direction. Headquarters, headquarters, headquarters,
Madam.
get going.
I was just getting some chamomile here for you to help with your throat. It must be sore after all the yelling. So here, and he plucks a little chamomile, while she's not looking. And
Oh,
gives it.
just like a murderer to give me poison! She throws it down.
You clearly don't know your herbs. Okay.
I know my ales, and that's about it! I know there's stout, and there's lagers, and this. And then she just kind of goes with a monologue to herself about all the different beers and ales. And then there's the cider kind. I love those. And then she just kind of keeps going on. I don't know why I keep reverting to this character, but she's fun.
She's got a good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, do we kidnap her for the cruise?
Can you make a good ale? You know, we could have a little brew ship. You know.
I'm like, somehow I feel worse about that because she's human, and I don't think that's good.
Yes, I'm human. What of it?
Yeah, let's bring her along.
Yeah, we only kidnap goblins.
Goblins! I hate the goblins.
That's
She
it.
has. She does have a
She's got a
goblin-like demeanor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goblin in spirit, man.
Very. Goblin in spirit. Yeah, I still vote we take her along.
Could be the ship's mother. I don't know.
Let's make sure no one hears us say this, you know, because
True.
Ooh, good
we
call.
were just accused of being murderers. Me specifically, the guy that no one can see in a
I'd be like,
hood
look, a
and
lot of
cloak.
people have been accused of being murderers today by me. So
Okay,
we're not exactly alone in that.
we're undercover. Get a
It's
good
like a smoke
alibi.
screen. Now everyone's been accused of murder.
Not everyone. We're all equal. I don't think Gornick's been accused yet, but that's just because
Do
every
we
time someone
want?
tries,
you,
he
just,
throws them away.
you just invert them with your mind. I guess we can ask around the bar, maybe.
Is there like a guest book for this place? Is there like a shipyard, ship log, and like we could go try to find
Captain's
the
log?
name for Ironclad or see if there's more.
Yeah, it's in headquarters. I'm just kidding.
Back to headquarters. Back to the
Not
boat.
this again.
No,
It's a real place.
this island wouldn't have a registry of any kind because, again, it's kind of a refugee point, so
Yeah.
they're not going to put things on pen and parchment, I should say, right? They're not going to keep good records where you're trying to avoid the law. But you did notice that when you were at the bar earlier, that barkeep tended to have a good rapport with everybody on the island. So as far as somebody that might know everybody, that you get the feeling that might be a good choice. You also notice Orthos kind of nudges you, Gordick, and points back to where the crowd is. And you notice that Micaiah Stone, the kind of very fancy and charismatically dressed elf, is out there with the crowd and just kind of like calming them down, regaling them with some stories and stuff. And they've all now kind of calmed and started to dissipate based on him working the crowd. So that's kind of the two updates of what you know to be going on right now. But the bar is open. It's kind of a bar for drinks in the evening, and then during the day it's kind of where you can go to get a cheap meal. The barkeep kind of keeps it running as a tavern all day. So you possibly try to buy some food or something.
Yeah, so we can go there, maybe ask the barkeep, because we were here last night, but not all of last night. We went to bed at some point.
Right. Well, you had to go to bed because it was the last call, so she kicked everybody out.
Gotcha.
I would
Um,
like some fried shrimp.
Yeah, so we'll enter the bar and like I'll go up to talk to the barkeep, but as I do, I'll kind of just casually pull out my mop and start mopping their floor while I'm talking to her. Be like, so, do you know anything about that murder last night?
What are you doing to my floors?
Oh, sorry, force of habit.
That's alright. Be open to a little cleanup now and then if you're willing to just pinch a head. I can't offer you any money or anything, but you're welcome to help out.
I'll be like, money would kill the joy of it.
Nice.
To start violently mopping.
Who asked her about the murder? Was that
I
you?
did.
Okay. So she looks at you, Garza, and says, yes, Ezra is a good lad. He was killed. It's kind of shaking us all up. You all are from out of town, so you don't know, but we keep ourselves here. And, well, we've never had a murder that I can remember on this island. So the fact we got one is pretty alarming. It's not supposed to happen here. So everybody's kind of watching their backs. Nobody's came in here much this morning because everybody's out trying to look for who did it. And we're already an island that's pretty well guarded. Don't like talking about ourselves. Don't like interacting with outsiders. And she kind of glares at the four of you all. And then says, but this is not good. Not for our island. Not for Mizpah.
Did you kill him? That'd be really convenient for us if you did.
I would never! She
To lie and say you did?
glares at you all
Again,
for that.
really convenient.
Do you ever have raiders or attacks? Or someone from outside of the island? Other than ourselves?
No. Matter of fact, I'm really confused why you four are here. We don't get outsiders at all because, well, you all are pirates, I can tell. But pirates don't even fool staying here because we don't have anything to offer. This place is poor. We get by, and that's it. So, very confused why you all are here. But we don't get any mercenaries. We don't get much pirates. We don't get folks coming in to destroy us. And we definitely don't get any government likes. So, no. But, and she leans in closely to the four of you all. If I get a sniff, she gives you each a glare, that one of you killed my friend Ezra, you'll be paying for it. Because we haven't had any troubles on this island before you four lot showed up. And she just kind of leans back and says, keep up the mopping now, boy. I like that a lot.
Is there like a really stark color difference
Yeah.
where he's
Like-
mopped?
Yep.
Floor's like literally white underneath.
Maybe do this a little more often.
Yeah. Well, so from what we hear, everyone here is here because they were accused of doing something. So that probably means a lot of people have grudges against people here, right?
So you asked her, everybody here has grudges. Repeat that question.
Well, so if everyone here is a refugee from having accidentally killed someone or people think they killed someone, then probably there's people out there who have grudges against people here because everyone thinks they killed someone. So theoretically, everyone here has somebody mad at them, or else why would they be here?
It's quite the leap you did in their minds there. A lot of these folks have come from different walks to get away from it, and they don't ever want to go back. And they leave that past behind them and travel here. I don't know if their past ever
past
Go ahead.
comes back
Not on this
to
island.
find us.
Well, someone's passed in. The guy who died.
Oh yeah, that guy.
I'm starting to think we're hitting a wall here, guys. Maybe we just need to bail out.
Yeah, I don't want that crowd to get whipped up into another frenzy.
Yeah. Perhaps we go out in the ocean and look back.
Or as our last good deed before leaving, we could take responsibility. Then they could all sleep in peace. Just be like, yeah, we did it. And then leave. And then everyone would be happy again.
They might put bounties out on us, though. We did that.
I don't know if you've watched One Piece, but bounties are a good thing. It's your piratey reputation.
I'll put a bounty on you personally. She's overhearing your banter between.
No, thank you. By the way, ma'am, do you know where headquarters is? People keep asking me.
Sounds like government talk. Don't like that. Not one bit.
Yes. Murder.
Perhaps we should sleep on it.
What was our original reason for coming here? Was it because we just fled from stealing the devil fruits?
You
We got our ship.
got your ship, so you had to flee. You had to flee the town, the port town, because you stirred up you got in a fight with the dock workers. Remember, you got in a fight with that gang that was trying to, and you stole the lumber for the shipwright, and then you had to escape while the shipwright was working on your ship, and things calmed down. And when you were out and about, you stole devil fruit from a cargo shipment and ate it, and then captured Hissy.
Yeah.
And then you got back to the island and started your journey out with the ship. From there, you just have been going island to island. You went to the forest island, and then you showed up here. So it's just kind of been a progression of your journey. This was the next stop. You guys chose to stop here, and then the events unfolded from there.
We had some good brews at the pub.
Mm-hmm.
Witnessed a murder.
Yep.
Or the tail end of a murder. And now we're going to
Reminisced on our
abandon these
past.
people to their fate because we don't know what else to do.
I think we call it a day.
I think we're too stupid to investigate. It's the long and the short.
I mean, heck, before this, I couldn't even read, so
Long
it's
day.
a really, really good.
We've all
You know.
grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we had encountered him while he was being attacked, we could have helped him, but we're not so much the after someone's already dead people. We're the intervene in a crisis kind of people.
Oh,
Not
I have
the,
an idea. Do you know,
Ongoing care.
sir, barkeep, do you know are there any
Ma'am.
necromancers here on the island?
Ooh.
I can't say I do.
Okay.
It's pretty dark, dark
that's
art
a dead end,
magic.
too.
We don't have a lot of magic on this island.
Worth an ask.
Well, let's just go kidnap that old lady. Call it a day.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
that's what pirates do, right? So I've heard.
New crew member. Hissy's gonna love her.
Is she
That's
gonna
right.
be like the chef?
out-grump each other. We don't even know if she can cook. We really didn't select her for her skill set. It was
She just
more.
had a funny
It's
voice.
more of a vibes thing.
Yeah, we just want more of the voice.
I'm the
Right,
voice. And then they held me up with that mind powers. And I said, not today!
Yeah, you hold her up in the air with your telekinetic powers.
And then I hit him, I did! And I said, you won't do that in our town! This girl said, this lady's a hero. Damn right I am!
She scared them off.
Gave her the what for?
I can
She scares them off.
Really? Because that's them walking around out of the tavern. Oh no! Are you guys leaving the tavern? So you...
Yeah,
Are
I'll
you-
finish
I
the
think we'll
floor
drop off.
and then we'll call him.
So you guys leave the tavern. You notice that the healer, Leah Shepherd, has embalmed the body and is burying it. Has just buried it. You can see out the tavern. You can kind of look to your left towards the end of the row of houses. There's some grass there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna point it on the map here. It's kind of the area of the island towards the coast. Let me point it on the map. Right around here, you notice that the healer is finished burying Ezra Ironwood.
The evidence? Oh.
Yeah. So she's now finished. Looks like she's doing a little prayer. Some of the other locals have gathered and like put some pieces of like flowers and knickknacks there at the gravesite. And looks like they're moving on from honoring him in death.
I
Sad.
guess we won't be having anything blacksmithed here for a while.
How insensitive! You're only worried about what you can get from us. I never.
Sorry, I can only
Just an observation.
I can only empathize when it relates to me.
That's right.
How will this affect me?
Really, I am more worried about your local, local market and economy.
We just barter amongst each others.
Okay,
I got a shoelace.
well, I tell you what. You come with us, and you can have a life of adventure. That's my offer.
Yeah.
And
Let's
the counter
barter.
offer is you
Life
stay
of
here. It's
adventure.
really boring.
Probably get murdered because we did not catch that murderer.
Why in the
There's somebody.
why in the wide sea would I ever want to travel with you blokes?
We have a goblin.
That doesn't make it better. No, I do not. I've told you before. I disdain them and their green skin.
We've got the best ship in the sea. That's
We're gonna
why.
be the most famous pirates of all time.
The shanty are parked over there on the shore with the cat and the man that sleeps in the hammock. That's your shoddy ship.
That is the fair winds.
Well,
madam.
he's not a cat. Really.
The fair winds, you said.
He's a
You're thinking
god.
about this all wrong.
More like the dirty old rotten bag ship. That's what it is.
All right. Let's watch our mouths before we say things we can't take back.
Cleanest floor. Of
She
any
would
ship
be
on the
really
seas.
good for trash talking. The
I
other
spend a
pirates.
lot of time mopping.
Garth is getting very offended.
I will not hear this. We get the best captain, the best shit, the greatest. We're gonna win so much, we're gonna be tired of winning.
He will fight you in a duel.
That's right.
You continue down this path.
I hate you far more than I hate Perplex and Marketplace, which is in the chat on Twitch, and I hate them just as bad. You stinking bots! I don't even know what that is. That's a meta. Shout out. We don't need you bots. I see you in the stream. This is PU2.
I'm gonna. I'm reporting them
Good.
for terrorism. No, I'm just
Nice.
spam spots or tampering.
I'm gonna say Skynet says hi.
Strange. I don't see the chat.
On Twitch? You too could see the chat on Twitch.
Well, I gotta press a button, maybe? Well,
So you guys departing? Is that really what's happening right now?
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely leave.
we came here by chance. We're leaving by chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
unless we want to go for a leisurely stroll through the town.
We could just wander to different parts of the island and hope we bump into the murderer. But that's about the place.
I don't
we're
know.
at.
It seems like a pretty small island, really.
I mean, we could do a lap.
I mean, not to be insensitive, but it's not like any of us knew the blacksmith.
yeah. I didn't know him.
I don't
So-
even use metal weapons. I don't.
I'm just a little worried about how we're gonna get back to the boat without touching the water.
Well, we came over on.
It's you gotta wait to the boat.
Ding.
It's oared near the shore, and you've got a makeshift walk out to it. Yeah, your captain and or Hissy would have thought of that, because Hissy is in the same boat as you all, literally, because he can't he can't with the devil fruit, but also his cat likeness makes him hate water even more. So he would have.
Maybe we should ask the captain what he thinks.
That's good.
If you want to be the one to wake him up.
I'd hate to make the captain that commands the four of you lot.
Okay.
He's got to be
Come
yours
along.
to captain too. So you better show some respect.
I knew I'd get the better of you. I mean, I knew you would agree to this great trade.
I don't think there's any trade here.
We're gonna go trade stories on the boat. Come on.
Man, why do you sound like that? You're like 26. I can see you.
She goes. She goes. Well, I do like stories.
Oh, we've got plenty of stories. All on the
Right.
boat.
You
I
can't
like-
read them, but you
Oh,
got
no.
them.
I like how you're doing this like Candy in the Van situation with this lady.
Like trying to bait her over. Why didn't we save a devil fruit? Dang.
Oh my god.
We should
We
have
can
known.
go back. We gotta go back.
Force mutate everyone who gets on the boat.
Oh man.
Okay, so you guys are going back
I think
to
we're-
the ship to talk to Captain.
Wait, someone had a decent idea. What was it?
Take a lap.
I mean, it's where we're at.
I mean, yeah, we can do a lap if you guys really want to.
Gotta get my steps in, my fantasy steps.
Let's do a quick lap. I still like the idea of solving the mystery.
Hmm.
I think it'll be good for our
Hmm.
reputation. But at the same time, I'm not willing to do more than a lap to accomplish that.
We'll be the greatest detectives anyone's ever seen if it's not inconvenient.
Maybe we can stake out his grave and hope whoever did it returns to the scene of the crime.
Ooh.
We'll get the coffee and the donuts.
Stakeout.
We'll sit in the stakeout. No, someone said ask the captain. Was that asking the captain about the old lady joining our crew, or was that asking the captain about the murder?
It's for both, I think.
Kind of both, yeah.
Well,
She can explain it, bring him up to speed.
Yeah. I'm gonna like, look, he's not looking for more crew members, so you're gonna have to talk him into it. You're gonna have to sell yourself, ma'am.
but you promised there'd be stories. I like
Update
stories.
Of course. There's
So
plenty
many
of stories.
We're
on
gonna
the
be
boat.
making the stories. We're gonna be the stories.
Stories made from the boat.
I do like making stories.
Who doesn't? Come on.
Come on,
So,
come see. See
player
what we got.
Take a look.
players, just so you know, we're getting towards the end of our time together for the stream, so I'll let you kind of pick which of these two routes you want to play out, either taking a lap or talking to Captain.
Let's take a lap.
Captain.
Oh.
What if we split the party? Some of us take a lap and some of us go ask the captain.
Like Scooby-Doo.
Okay. So, who's doing what then?
There's not a lot of room on this boat. Maybe it should just be me talking to the captain.
But you said there were stories on that boat!
Yeah, and they're taking up all the space. Attention.
Alright. So,
I'll go on a lap. Everybody can go. We can all go on a lap and then go talk to the captain at the same time with the lady, the
Okay.
26-year-old grandma.
cool. Gosh, okay. If this is going to be a staple character, I really got to figure out how to capture the voice, because I'm probably going to forget this voice next week.
Like, my mom had me at 13 and I had my daughter at 13.
Like a British parrot.
I said this out because of all the stories!
Yep. You got it.
It's a little bit like the Dinosaur Planet Cellar.
That's right. 60 scarabs to enter Cape Claw. What is that?
No, that's too
That's too low. All right, so you guys take a lap around the island,
just look around the island,
looking around. So you actually,
Murdery.
absorbing the sights.
yep. So you actually kind of get lost, not lost, but like you get a little entranced in walking around. You think you're just taking a quick lap to look around, but you end up doing a good couple laps around the island of just like walking around, inspecting, and the day slips away from you. It's been a big day of trying to talk to people, investigate, and majority of the day is now wasted. It's getting to be sunset, and you've spent all day kind of wandering around the town. You don't realize you're walking for so long until you start noticing the sunset. And then you hear in the distance a loud scream and a ruckus. You run towards the action. And the healer, Leah Shepherd, lies in a pool of blood in front of her house. And you realize that this murderer is struck again.
Serial killer.
And that's where we're going to end our episode, folks.
Dun, dun, dun.
What's going to happen on this island? What's going to happen to the lady that sounds like she's super old? Is the
And are
captain...
we gonna stick around long enough to figure it out?
we can stick around long enough to solve the mystery. Or are they just going to bail on the whole thing altogether? Find out next time on Piece of 8. This has
Burn
been
it down.
Piece of... Alright. This has been Piece of 8, episode 12. We look forward to another one next week. And thank you all for joining us, clicking on us, and fighting on us. Everybody have a wonderful good night. This is PU2 Cru signing off.
You know.
Good night.